another exciting edition of Trick or Treat. Here you either answer the questions correctly and win a great prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you. And our lucky, or should I say unlucky challenger today is James. James Sunderland! Are you ready to play Trick or Treat?
You ready to play, Matt?
I am completely prepared.
Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and teacup. Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement park that both children and adults love. The question
We know
is,
this.
what is the name of this amusement park?
What's the name, Matt?
It was Lakeside Amusement Park.
2. Silent Hill
No.
Amusement Park. 3.
Yeah.
Side
You got it right, Matt.
Okay.
So, that's number 3.
Question number 2.
Wait, you don't actually have to input anything.
Nope.
This is a gruesome murder a few years back.
You know that?
Brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally... What a terrible tragedy.
So sad.
What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. What was the name of the murderer?
You remember his name?
Is it going to give me some...
Yeah.
Walter Sullivan. 2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Day. Now for our third and final
It's in the middle one?
It's Walter Sullivan.
Okay.
Eric Guine, I believe, is a proper serial killer. And Scott Fairbanks, I think, is the guy who wrote the article.
That's Ed Gein, but
There's only one road you can
I didn't see. I didn't see what the question was.
So, from Paleville
question is,
to the hotel, what road do you take? Bachman, Rendell, or Nathan Avenue?
Oh, damn, Nathan.
have you got it all figured out?
It is Nathan.
Okay, because I recognize Nathan was on the fucking map.
And because you're in the hospital, you can't check the world map.
Yeah, okay, of course. That makes sense.
Then everybody, thanks for tuning in.
I really like it.
See you again sometime.
Okay, but if you don't get to input anything or have some sort of player control, I mean, does this affect
How does it
anything?
affect? That's a good question.
I guess it doesn't.
That's a good question.
What
Creepy,
was
huh?
that?
Also,
Nothing, don't talk
also,
about it.
we went one floor
Yeah, of course.
in that. It took roughly a million minutes.
You should be able to have to climb a ladder. That would have been
Alright.
a perfect time for it.
All right.
That was fun, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when you were talking earlier, like, oh, goofy elevator music. Haha.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
and I'm like, how about you shut
Not
up?
quite.
All right. Let's open it. Now with Maria's power, which should be about 80% of mine,
Her giant
I'll go from
muscles.
not being able to budge it.
Maria, give me a hand here.
Come on. You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
Maria's also mean.
Just fucking help. Wow.
Emasculate him.
What's this? Not very cute, is it?
Last
Here,
round.
James. You take it.
Thanks.
It's a ring of lead.
Every
So let-
lady wants a ring of lead.
It'll poison you.
Slowly, it'll seep through your skin. That's how
It's
that
got
works.
a skull.
Yeah, it's awesome.
A disgusting, bloated face.
Oh, that's no. I liked it better as a
All right, we're almost good to go.
Skeletor ring.
We're almost good to go.
Are we on the correct floor? No, right?
No, we are not.
Okay.
I gotta go back up to the third.
We have another game show.
No, not another game show. So that game show appears in Silent Hill 2 and 3. In this elevator.
No, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense if you were stuck in the abandoned haunted radio station, but I guess it's fine.
And there's also a similar bit like that in Silent Hill 3 in the amusement park when you go through the haunted house.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
You don't have to answer questions. but you know, it's thematically similar.
Okay. I was gonna say it's really embarrassing I didn't get the amusement park question because I talked about the amusement park
Yeah.
at length, and I noticed the name of it because my high school was always called Lachine High.
Right.
And then I think the last year before I quit there, I went to another high school because of various reasons I won't go into. They changed the name to Lakeside Academy, despite it not being near a lake.
So
not even close.
This was not here before.
Fucking idiots. Yes.
So you wanted to know where you put in your inputs?
Oh, okay.
So you have to remember your answers, remember their numbers, and then remember them for a while in order to trigger this.
So do we put the number I said, or do we? Do
It's
the correct
Q1,
one?
Q2, Q3, and the answer is 313.
Oh, so we're just okay.
And what does it get you? Shotgun, 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 ampoule.
Sorry, what?
An ampoule. Let me.
No idea.
I picked one up earlier, but I did not explain it. It is here. Restores energy by relieving pain. The effects are powerful. It's the ultimate healing item.
Oh.
It also
yeah.
makes you temporarily invincible.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't we get those in Homecoming or something? And you.
I think so, and I was shocked because it's in 1 and 2, and maybe just Homecoming. I think.
I wasn't in Downpour. I remember getting some item like that in Homecoming.
All right.
And you would yell at me if I used it incorrectly.
So let's throw the lead ring on here.
Yeah. Payton's love the lead ring.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, she's tuckered out.
Before we do that, I'm gonna go save the game.
Oh?
Yeah.
There's so much shotgun shells, I don't know why.
I just feel like saving the game.
Okay.
This game makes me jittery, like you wouldn't believe.
Better
Like
say.
you're here, so I feel a little bit calmer.
I have a
Because
calming
if
effect.
I had to do this by myself, I'd have too many jitters. I'd be a mess.
But at the same time, we've all talked about how when you have to talk with another person and you're the one playing, it's fucking hard sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. But this game I know pretty well.
Pretty well.
But the feeling of the atmosphere, like by myself, this atmosphere is oppressive.
Well, like I already alluded to, we were playing Silent Hill 3 and you were next to me and you're telling me what to do, but still I was getting freaked out at almost every monster.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I'd say Silent Hill 2 is probably the least scary of the main 4 Silent Hills.
Wow, really? You
But
think Silent Hill 1 is scarier?
Oh, see, when we played Silent Hill 1, you couldn't get into it because the graphics are so old.
Yeah.
Silent Hill 1 has way more threat. There are
yeah.
way more faster enemies, and it's way darker overall. And it's grungy and it's scarier, and that's why this game didn't really catch on that big right when it came out, because it's not quite as scary as number 1 or number 3,
Especially when you have guys doing 1080-degree nose bones.
right? But it took years for people to really dig in, like something
Yeah.
like a Kubrick film or something, and be like, oh wait, there's
Appreciate it more
there's
later.
a lot here. Oh, geez.
I wouldn't say like cult is the word to say, a cult following on it, rather than people just like late to the party.
Yeah. I took the director's key, the one to the museum. I hid it behind the praying woman when I went out for the day trip. I picked it up, but I did not steal it. I'm not a criminal.
Geez, did I write that?
So that's important. That's what we came in here to get.
Well, okay.
Because that will help us go forth to the next part of the game. Can I leave? No.
No, fuck you. Just go into the basement.
Well, the basement's locked off, remember?
This looks
Can
like
I
we're
leave?
going into the basement.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. This is the basement's basement.
jeez. Maria?
Yeah, calm down. We didn't run that far.
You didn't. I ran.
Yeah, you could have just walked down and I would have waited for you at the door.
Yeah.
All right. And now that they really force you to, like, look at the area and,
Look
like,
at this. Whoa.
time to run.
What's happening?
Something real bad. And then they're going to give you this angle so that you see that
Oh,
Pyramid Head is
jeez.
chasing you.
And Maria just slowly walking, all panache.
Because you know you can't fight him.
By now, yeah.
Just run. So,
Oof.
it's almost like in the earlier conversation that she was blaming you for that.
Yeah.
So he lost Maria, similarly to how he lost his wife.
Yeah, she got killed by Pyramid Head.
Well, not quite. But you know what I mean. Like,
Also, why, yeah, that James probably could have done a little more to help, but also, why weren't you running, lady?
she was. She's just slower because she's ill.
It just looked like she was in a regular walk cycle
Yeah.
when you...
So she can actually die in that before the cutscene, and that causes you to fail that scene.
How do you mean fail that scene?
You get a game over.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
It's kind of terrible because it fucks up the scene.
Sure, but you know what I mean.
And then you just get this nice slow piano
Yeah,
music,
yeah,
and you're kind of stumbling around
Like, oh god, what do I
at
do?
these doors.
Also, the fact that James said, open up to the elevator was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like, oh, sorry, sir. Huh.
Here we go. He is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss. Is not bold enough to stare into it himself.
That's essentially seems like...
Nietzsche.
Yeah.
The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench.
Oh, good. Wrenches.
So where are we going?
Is there into the...
We're going to Gonzalez's Mexican restaurant.
Godzilla's Mexican restaurant.
Where there's a letter and
And a wrench.
And also, remember, he hid the key behind the praying lady?
Yeah.
The key to the Silent Hill Historical Society.
The SHS. Love it there. Pick up ladies all the time. Learned ladies.
And Laura's just
walking.
shooting a breeze, walking around.
She's like, yeah, it's my choice to be here.
Totally fine. Stupid Laura.
Yeah, she's the real shit kid.
It's all her fault.
When he called her a snotty brat, I was like, yeah, stand up to these vile kids.
These vile kids are terrible. So
The cruelest of all of
I'm going to
God's
check all these
creatures.
doors just for
As
thoroughness, but I'm
Thoroughness.
pretty sure they're all locked.
Yeah, it seems like this is the type of moment where it's kind of spearheading you towards a certain place.
Yeah. But I'm going to check them all just to be sure because I'm like that.
You never know when you can get an ampoule.
An ampoule.
Whatever the fuck. I've never heard that word in my life.
Well, me either. I've only heard it in Silent Hill, really.
Look that up later.
It's like a morphine shot.
Morphine.
It's a shot of morphine.
Okay.
You know, in a war movie where they shoot the guy full of morphine.
Yeah,
it's that.
and he's invincible for like 10 seconds.
So, I gotta get all the way back to the east side of town.
Ooh.
And now, you may notice that it is nighttime.
Nice, actually.
That's what ended up happening during that transition. It turned to night, and this is what it's like at night.
What, he just sat there in that room for like 2 hours?
No, it turned to night.
Okay.
It became night.
Nighttime.
No, you could not.
Clearly.
And just like before, you couldn't do anything. So at least you might as well try and protect Laura. There is one thing that is of note. After Pyramid Head kicks you off the roof, he never uses the great knife ever again.
Interesting.
He switches to a spear.
What?
Well, remember how...
That's a dumb weapon. We have nunchucks.
Well, it's more like a skewer, actually.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh god, fuck me.
It's dark.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
Why's it gotta be like that?
And the nurses are now on the street.
Yeah, nurses working the street.
Oh man, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Like you're making jokes that are accidentally like hitting thematic
Are
points.
they accidental? Most likely.
But the great knife is supposed to be a metaphor for like
God.
the heavy burden of Mary,
So
and so
fucking dark.
once Maria dies,
Right. Okay.
that burden is gone again.
And it just let loose.
Yeah,
Fuck.
there's a lot going on here. And it's like when you have a loved one that is violently ill and sick, and they are terminal, and all you can do is watch them go. Like that is a burden on you, and you have to shoulder it. And some people, like when say an elderly loved one like passes away after like years of Alzheimer's, they're like, you kind of feel relieved. Because at least they're not suffering anymore.
But also with that, you might feel like some guilt.
You feel like a piece of garbage. You're like, how can I possibly feel better that Grandpa died? Or,
I mean, some people cannot feel guilt. They can just purely feel like, oh, at least they're in a better place, or at least they're not suffering, or whatever. But most people,
that you feel that way, and you're like, feels bad.
Feels bad, man. I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's cool that it's this dark, but in reality, I mean, even if it's overcast,
well, there's no moonlight, and there's no,
but there's something,
and there's no streetlights that are functioning.
Yeah, sure, but it's what?
So these guys are called mandarins.
I can't even see what they are.
Yeah,
They're just bicycles. What?
You remember the Closer from Silent Hill 3? The very first enemy you fight in the game, the long-limbed one.
Yeah,
they're basically that.
Okay.
They're called mandarins because they're wearing the high-legged Chinese dress.
Weird. Why?
And they're scantily clad, but they're always underneath, and they can never get to you.
So what is that now? James just went to a sultry Chinese buffet one time, and all the waitresses were dressed like that.
I'm not sure. Them being underneath and being forced to hang on forever, I think is emblematic of just dying of cancer or something like that.
Maybe, okay.
And they're distorted and they're not safe. The mandarins I know the least well.
I can imagine because the first time you see them,
that's the only time you see them in the entire game.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
Yeah, they made an enemy type that you only see once.
Huh.
I like that the mannequins only trigger due to light.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that does not go for the nurses, or is that only a movie?
That's only in Homecoming.
Okay.
Onwards. Yeah. So we're back at Happy Burger.
Yay!
And I got some rifle shells.
There's just a metal Happy Burger in this burger.
There's Happy Burger. And I'm also going to head back over to Neely's bar, where there was a hole here, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
I want to check that. I want to check that out again.
Look, there's still power. That's weird.
There's still power, but no lights.
Unless it's running on batteries.
No, dude, supernatural. It's supernatural.
Yeah. But I'm still saying.
So, what do we got in Neely's bar? Looks pretty much the same. There's a hole here, but it's gone now.
Find it.
But there's
more
this.
writing. Okay. So it mentions Mary.
If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James.
Wow, that's fucking a huge burn.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
I think one of a line that's similar to that, and it's really fucking damning, is when Skull Knight talks to Guts and Berserk and says, "Yeah, you might try to save her, but that might not be what she wants."
Uh-oh. Yeah, does she want to come back and realize what the world is?
Yeah, do you think this is a really good idea, Guts?
And it's similar to the theme here of is being aware of everything horrible in the world the right way? Is the truth always the best outcome?
Is it okay to be ignorant of certain things?
I personally say yes, the truth is always the best outcome. I would rather know something terrible. I would rather give it to me straight, Doc. You know?
Okay, but I don't think you can make that statement to absolutely everything.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'll agree with you there. But yeah, give it to me straight, Doc is a great example of that.
You used to have to tell that to doctors because they would not tell you if you were gonna die.
Yeah.
So I got the wrench
and the letter,
and let's see what this letter says. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. Part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman, inside of the ground, inside of the box. To open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul.
Wow.
So, kind of amazing how our conversation just
basically was
segued right into that. I
wasn't looking for the truth, but I was looking for tranquility, which means I don't want to be bothered by shit.
And also I saw that thing.
Yeah,
in the old place. So you remember this door that would only open into darkness next to the apartments?
Vaguely, yeah.
Now that door will open.
perfect. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. Oh. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to run through these fucked up streets.
Yeah, and sometimes, occasionally, in Berserk, Guts will rethink about that line.
Yeah.
Usually when he looks at Casca doing something stupid, he's just
Like playing with butterflies. or
Yeah, like
whatever.
playing with butterflies or like eating shit.
It's like, am I doing the right thing? The answer is always no.
Like usually,
Guts.
Casca will slip on the floor and knock her head. Like she's basically
A child.
a child, and then everyone else will be like, ah, and Guts will be like, oh god.
Oh. They dump so many health items in the street at this part of the game
But
because
they're really well hidden.
because if you don't know where to go, you can end up wandering the streets of Silent Hill in this section for a long time.
I guess that's kind of also the point.
Yeah.
You know.
You're not supposed to.
And also one right next to an enemy too.
Yeah. Uh oh. Excuse me.
Fuck you.
Take that. Handgun bullets.
Yeah, Silent Hill, your supernatural shit does nothing with my 12 gauge.
Nothing.
Imagine some dude is like, I'm tired of this, and just nukes the town.
The gun always helps.
Yeah, kind of always helps.
Unless it's Pyramid Head.
Yeah, sure. Well, you
So,
never
like,
use a shotgun.
Because these guys are, you know, weird little problems. But Pyramid Head appears to be completely invincible.
an unsolvable.
He cannot be defeated.
His girth
And it's not like Nemesis where he's really tough.
and
It's like, no, you appear to be a minor annoyance at best. And he's there to... Well, he's clearly tormenting you. He's attacking you, but not killing you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing horrible things in front of you. He's attacking your party members.
but he doesn't show up that frequently.
No.
It's not. Nemesis is like a constant thing.
Yeah. So now we're back to the Rosewater Park.
Remember they tried to do the Nemesis thing again in RE6 and failed?
Very failed.
Very failed. I like that.
Because it didn't work the same.
No.
A cutscene would announce it, and then you'd go into a scripted sequence.
Yeah.
Nemesis worked because he had 8 or 9 times that he would just appear in game
and
just attack you with
and
no
never
warning.
have some sort of exactly no
No
warning.
fanfare.
No fanfare.
They would just dump him in there and be like, "Damn, here you go. Fight this thing."
No, yeah, you actually don't need to, but you actually can.
Yeah. He's trying to get that.
Whoa!
Oh fuck. They can still tag you.
Respect the pipe.
Yeah. They've been going to Hagar's pipe lessons.
Hagar's pipe.
Hagar, you got a lot of hot nurses, but their face is a little off. Okay, so now I have to find the statue of the praying woman, which,
She's praying somewhere.
yeah, this might be a little
9 to 5.
This may be a little tough because this layout is fun. Ah, here, I found her.
Ah, nice.
So,
Whoa.
victim of persecution by the ends. Jennifer Carroll lived with pride and honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten.
It could have been Genitar.
If you go into the game's code, you find that says victim of persecution by the Christians.
Wow, no wonder that was.
Well, no wonder that was blacked out.
God.
Yeah. They took that out because they were like, oh, people will be like, But, like, Silent Hill is a town that was based on, like, very puritanical values on top of an Indian burial ground.
Yeah.
Where horrible Civil War shit happened.
Just basically the biggest melting pot.
And just you had a highly Christian religious sect that then started to get into Beelzebub and Baphomet and shit like that. Like, it's very classic.
Dig. I love that they got into. It's not a fucking album. Yeah, we're really getting into him.
We're really getting into this Baphomet stuff, getting the Dark Lord coming back.
Oh God, track number 5, love it.
So dig up that key.
Dig.
Oh, I gotta heal up. Man, I'm getting hurt all over the place.
Barely.
Alright, so where is the wrench? There you are.
God, your inventory is huge.
Yeah, you get a lot, and it's infinite.
Yeah.
It was a huge change compared to Resident Evil with a limited inventory. Just like, no, I'm carrying around a million fucking things. And now I have the old bronze key,
The oldest of the bronze keys.
which will open the Silent Hill Historical Society.
SHS.
So as you can see, before I was talking about, like, Maria, you technically have to escort her. You've now seen
really.
the entire sequence in which you escort her in the entire game.
That's good, actually.
And it's very limited.
Because she was fucking the scariest thing up until that point.
Oh yeah, where you would walk in and be like, oh,
Hi.
hey,
There.
Hey.
Fucking creepy Watson up in here.
hey, not wife.
Why are you Watson? Oh.
Look at all this
Oh,
health
drank.
stuff.
Get some shotgun health drinks.
Get my health drink on.
Just drink these shotgun
Yo,
shots.
Fitty. Silent Hill needs more vitamin water.
Oh, God. So, Silent Hill 2 and 3 came out on the PC.
Yes.
I'd love it if someone could just mod it so that fucking 50 Cent was in there. I think
Lakeview Hotel?
I think his sins would be...
Just no.
Like, all he can think about is the time he didn't take the garbage out for his grandma, and that's, like, his biggest...
Grandma, I'm rich. I don't have time to do this anymore.
Yeah, do it.
The fuck am I doing this?
Do it, Curtis!
Curtis, don't you call yourself 50 in my house?
I'm not sure if you saw, but when we did the 50 Cent Bulletproof game on Crime Time, like the PS2 Xbox one, that one, if you die, like as soon as you get shot, instantly the camera fades to a gigantic piece of artwork of 50 Cent with angel wings, with his back to the camera and going up to heaven.
That's what happens when you make a game about yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
If you just want to be like, no, I'm the fucking hoodest, coolest man in the world,
Yeah.
just fucking put angel wings on you.
It's the best. We fucking cry laughing, because sometimes it comes in even before you die.
Yeah.
Like, when the game knows you're going to die, like you jump off a building and knows that the damage will kill you.
Almost to the Historical Society. God damn it, woman.
But all these nurses are like,
No.
need your shots. What? No,
Playing with
nurses
your
don't.
dolls again, James? You feel guilty about it?
You should invite that friend over. Eddie seems nice.
No, Ma, he's not nice. He all he does is eats all my
and
pizzas.
breaks my G.I. Joes.
Uh-oh. I'm shooting her because I'm not sure what door to go in.
Yeah, so might as well,
Boats to the Lakeside Amusement Park and Lakeview Hotel.
I thought we were going to this historical society.
We are.
I said this historical society.
Here it is.
Sexosuits.
Use the old bronze key.
Sexosuits is a bit of lore that we've kept with us for like 3 weeks now. And it's
So
still
there
not out
are
there.
4 portions to this game.
Four.
There's in general
And we finished the second one,
minus. But I'm gonna save here. But before I save here, I do want to walk in and get a look at some of the artwork.
right? Okay.
There's the apartments. Mm-hmm. Then there's the hospital. Then there's the Historical Society. And as you can probably tell, due to the end goal of the game,
hotel.
is the hotel. Which means we are now about at the end of the game.
Oh, holy shit. Are you fucking serious? That's dumb. Why would they paint
Misty
that?
Day on the Remains of Judgment. It's him.
That
So
guy.
Pyramid Head is part of Silent Hill's history, and that is the people hanging just like the flesh lips.
Uh-huh.
And he has his skewer, not the knife.
Not the knife, you're right.
And you can also notice that this is the piece of art that inspired our title card.
Yes, okay, yeah, I do now.
Yeah.
I didn't get it before. I was like, oh, this is a nice piece of
Yep.
art, but I don't really get it.
So just in case you were starting to forget, Pyramid Head, this might be his house.
For all intents and purposes.